Greetings, everyone. Welcome to Entertainment Wise. Glee is a very famous American musical and acoustic/karaoke comedy and drama television series. The show aired initially on the Fox network and TV in the United States. Glee aired from the 19th of May of 2009 to the 20th of March of 2015. This comedy teen drama show centers on the Glee Club at the imaginary and made-up William McKinley High School, which competes as a choir while the disparate members of the choir deal with their social issues and also personal issues, especially regarding sexuality, teamwork, relationships, and racial discrimination. During its time, the show Glee was one of the lighthearted, cheeriest, and joyful shows to ever grace our television screens. But unfortunately, behind the scenes, a dark curse has long prevailed among its troubled cast and crew. The show only ran for 6 seasons, from the year 2009 to 2015, and throughout its time on air, and also the years following, trauma and troubles have reigned supreme, leading to claims of a Glee Curse. Over the years, the Glee Curse started taking lives of the Glee members, one by one. Now that we know what a Glee Curse is, let's talk about the top 10 most famous Glee conspiracies. But oh wait, before we go on with our video, we would love for you to take some time to subscribe to our channel, and also hit the bell icon so you can be notified every time we upload a new video. Let's clarify one thing first. All these conspiracies are speculations. In no way or form do we mean to harm the show's reputation or spread hate. We're not trying to be disrespectful by attributing these tragedies and conspiracies to a curse. Now that that is out of the way, let's get going. Number 10. Curse Conspiracy and Jesse Luken. Jesse Luken, who played the character of Bobby Boom Boom Surratt, was busted in 2018 for a DUI, driving under the influence, when he crashed his car. Local Glendale law enforcement informed TMS that they received calls of a car crash, and when they arrived at the scene, it was Jesse's Toyota up on the curb, with the airbags deployed. No other car seemed to be involved, but the front tires of the car seemed absolutely burst and mangled, as though somebody forcibly ruptured the car's tires. Anyways, Jesse utterly failed his sobriety test, which then led to his arrest for driving under the influence. He was part of the show for most of the year 2012, but just like his fellow co-stars, his life has been in turmoil since his departure from the show. Not getting as successful shows and always calling for his DUI reputation everywhere he goes. Yeah, right. Number 9. Curse Conspiracy and Becca Tobin. Becca Tobin played the role of Kitty Wilde on Glee from 2012 to 2015, and although it may seem like she made it out unscathed, but her boyfriend did not. Her boyfriend was a nightclub owner named Matt, and unfortunately, in 2014 he was found dead in a hotel room in Philadelphia. Although his family thinks it was due to a cardiac arrest because of the stress of the business. But what we find eerie is that tragedy happened exactly 1 year after Becca Tobin's co-star Kobe Monteith died. According to TMZ, a hotel maid found Matt's body at around 1 p.m., but the housekeeper said the body was found in the evening on his bed, face down. Poor Becca suffered 2 major losses in just 2 years. Number 8. Curse victim Jim Fuller. Jim Fuller was the assistant director of Glee and had been part of the crew for a long time. At the time of death, Jim was 41 and passed away due to heart failure. In season 4 of the show, the cast actually paid tribute to him, and when Emma and Shu are having their wedding seat chart, a chair can actually be seen in the foreground with Jim's name on it. To speculate on the Glee curse that every Glee fan is so obsessed with, but sometimes it seemed like more of a pressure of the show that caused a lot of terrible outcomes for all those involved. Hollywood has a tendency of breaking even the strongest people. Jim may have suffered from heart failure due to the stress of working so hard on the show, year after year, just to keep it on top of the list for famous Hollywood shows. Number 7. Lea Michele's bullying conspiracy. Something that adds up to the pressure of filming is who you have to work with. If you are working in a toxic environment every day, especially when the person who causes trauma for you and bullies you is actually the star of the show, yikes! Lea Michele has been accused by several co-stars for being a nightmare to work with. Her ex-co-star Matthew Morrison appeared via Zoom on a FUBAR Radio Access, and he was asked about Lea's bullying. Matthew seemed to get very visibly uncomfortable with her name. It seems like whatever was going on behind the scenes was kept hidden from the public. They played these cheerful and joyful high school kids, but we think in reality, they were all adults with some demons. Matt not acknowledging the accusations made against Lea and covering for her, it only discredits what the other actors have opened up to say about her. Number 6. Samantha Ware. One of Lea Michele's accusers is Samantha Ware, her own co-star. She played the character Jane Hayward, and her accusation stated that Lea participated in several traumatic microaggressions that made her rethink her career options. When Lea Michele tweeted about Black Lives Matter earlier in 2020, Ware was quick to respond. When Lea tweeted in favor of the people of color, Ware responded by saying, "Remember when you made my first television a living hell? Because I will never forget. I believe you told everyone that if you had the opportunity, you would shit in my wig." Lea Michele, who played the character of Rachel Berry, apologized for her behavior towards Ware, but due to this tweet, Lea ended up losing sponsorships because of her having a racist past. Racial discrimination on set of a show that literally talks about how racial discrimination should be stopped seems like the whole show might be cursed. Oh wait, it might be because of the Glee Curse. Number 5. Amber Riley. Amber Riley, who played Mercedes Jones on the show, said that she had received many notes from fellow Glee stars and workers, especially the ones of color, who had, let's say, less than perfect interaction on the set of Glee with racist fellow actors. She took to her Instagram Live to talk about it. She said, "In my inbox, there are a lot of black actors and actresses saying that they have experienced these same things being on set." Number 4. Nancy Motes. This one is for sure heartbreaking, and this came just a year after Jim's and Corey's deaths. Nancy was not only the sister of Julia Roberts, but she worked on Glee as a production assistant. At the age of 37, she died after drowning in her bathtub. Conspiracy theorists say that her bathroom was filled with prescription and non-prescription pills. Some conspiracies say that a suicide note was found as well. The note that claimed Nancy told everyone that Julia Roberts specifically had been so cruel to her that it drove her to do what she had done. Number 3. Corey's death. In 2013, Corey Monteith, who was Lea Michele's on-screen and real-life boyfriend, accidentally died by drug and alcohol overdose. The actor who played Finn Hudson on the show was open about his struggles with addiction before his death. The British Columbia Coroner's Service and investigators found a spoon with drug residue and a hypodermic needle for drug use in the hotel where his body was found. Surprisingly, Corey's death and Finn's death was also written in the show for the same year in an episode. His mother told TMZ that she took Corey to rehab at the age of 15, but his drug use increased after landing his character on Glee. In her words, Corey was not ready for the Hollywood world, and drugs were his way of checking out. Number 2. Mark Salling's suicide. Mark was casted as Noah for Glee in 2008, playing an American football star. Although during his 6 seasons of the show, he won several awards for his performances on the show, which led to him being nominated for a Teen Choice Award for a breakout star. Unfortunately, like his other co-actors, he faced downfall too. He was arrested on December 29, 2015, but he was not charged with receiving and possessing child pornography until May 27, 2016. In 2018, it was reported that Salling had taken his own life just weeks before he was due to be jailed over these charges. Number 1. Naya Rivera and her 4-year-old. Naya Rivera played the role of cheerleader Santana Lopez. In 2017, she was arrested for domestic battery, and back then her husband told the deputy that she struck him in his head and face, accusing her for aggression and physical abuse. Actress Naya Rivera died of accidental drowning, officials in California have said, after a post-mortem examination. Rivera was first reported missing after she had rented a pontoon boat with her 4-year-old son at Lake Piru, northwest of Los Angeles. Both Naya and her son died due to drowning. Every other actor dies due to some reason, every year. The show that spreads awareness about the racial discrimination, having leading roles who were racists, drug abuse and suicide and child pornography-related cases. Everything just seems so messed up that the only thing that comes to mind is that Glee was cursed. Let us know in the comments below what you want to see next on our channel. Also, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more interesting content. Also, hit the bell icon button so that you'll get a notification whenever we post a new video. See you soon. Goodbye.